Hey guys, VariousWee here. And I'm fixing to start a series on trick shotting, tutorials and how-tos, all that kind of stuff, tips and tricks. And so what we're going to talk about today is creating your class. Because obviously before you go out and you start trick shotting, you're going to need a great class setup and a proper class setup to get the job done. So in your class, obviously you're going to want to have your sniper as your primary. This can be really any of the snipers. DSR is obviously the most common because you don't want to get hit markers and it has the highest damage. You can throw on Ballista or XPR if you're looking for style points, but as a beginner, I'd really recommend the DSR. As for attachments, laser sight and FMJ are pretty mandatory. FMJ to get that damage. Also, if you want to get wall bangs, it'll just decrease the amount of hit markers you get. Laser sight's going to increase the accuracy by quite a bit, so you're going to want to put on that on there as well. As for your secondary, you can pick any of these. Any of the regular secondaries offered, or you can pick Overkill as a calling card and put on a second primary. Really, the only thing you need to know about secondaries is there are two types of YYs. And I'll go into that a little bit later, but light weapons such as the ballistic knife or a pistol will give you the quicker YY where you kind of pull your sniper to the side. Other weapons such as the crossbow, launchers, or second primaries, you're going to pull your sniper over and behind your shoulder, which kind of gives like a little dolphin effect when you YY. And it's a little bit easier to do that with fast hands. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend a heavier secondary, in regards to that aspect. As for perks, your first perk, none of these really matter. Ghost, no, not too necessary. Lightweight is what you're really going to want, because you're going to be jumping off of stuff, obviously, and you don't want to take falling damage. So lightweight is your best man for that. For perk 2, you're going to want fast hands, so you can do all your equipment and cancels faster, switch weapons faster, etc. There's such thing as a toughness shot or slower shots, where you don't use fast hands, but that's, as a beginner, you probably want to have fast hands on. As for the perk 3, it's really up to you. A lot of people like tac mask, so you're not getting stunned and stuff. I like dexterity because I usually trick shot in free-for-all, so I'm wanting to climb up to where I need to be as fast as possible. So I like dexterity so you can climb up stuff faster. I would also recommend tag mask as a good one. If you want to throw perk 3 greed and put both of them on there, that's great. The most essential thing you're going to want is also some kind of tactical. Shock charges are great for beginners because you can just throw one down and wait for somebody to run into it. Also, concussions, flashbangs, even sensor grenades, those kind of things will work. And typically you're going to want to have one for stunning your enemy and one for doing your cancels and stuff. And you can throw on a lethal, Semtex if you want, or Claymore or whatever. I'm just going to leave that blank for now. It's really up to you. We'll get into more complex stuff, more complex class setups later on. This is just more of a beginner tutorial. So that's really it, guys. That's what your setup's going to look like. So just have fun with it. Put on whatever cameras you want. Do it to your liking, and I'll see you in the next video.